Good afternoon, good evening. I am Eugenia Yvette. I want to thank you all, thank the Shio District for allowing me this opportunity to share with you all some tips on emotional wellness. I am an emotional wellness coach, also a mental health coach. Um, so before we get started, if it's okay with everyone, I just want to take a few moments, and I have an emotional cleansing prayer that I like to always share at any type of event that I do, type of conference that I host. So if you don't mind, we're going to take a few moments. If you'd like a copy of the emotional cleansing prayer, I have it on audio as well as I have it on paper. I can send you a copy, email it to you. You can email me at eugeniayvette@gmail.com. But before we go any further, I just want to take out this time just to say the emotional cleansing prayer again. I thank the Shield District and the community for allowing me the opportunity. Emotional cleansing prayer. I lay every weight and every non-productive thought at the feet of Jesus. I cleanse myself of all selfishness, resentment, judgment of others, unforgiveness, self-sabotaging behavior, misinterpretation of my life experiences, and holding on to the past. I take time for 10 to reset, regroup, reflect, and restart in order to be productive as I move on to my next phase of my journey. I give all thanks and praise to God, the Creator, maintainer, and provider. I soak in self-acceptance, gratitude, appreciation, thanksgiving, and praise. I respect my journey and all that it has taught me this far and all that it will continue to teach me. I am open to learn from every experience and challenge I may encounter, knowing that it is all working for my good. I accept my greatness. I embrace my calling. I accept my gift that God has given me of life and life more abundantly. I walk in that abundance spiritually, in my health, through my mental freedom, and my finances, and in loving relationships. I am cleansed from the inside out, therefore I am free. All right, so again, I'm Eugenia Yvette, and I take a few moments to talk about taking time for 10 and this between mental wellness and emotional wellness. They're very similar, but they're not the same. So I don't really do so much with the mental wellness part of it. I deal with the emotional wellness part of it. So now mental health is how well you can process, your mind can process and understand information and experiences, okay? That's what the mental health is. So the difference between that is emotional health involves your ability to manage and express the emotions that arise from what you have learned and experienced. Hey, Miss Angela. So what I'm going to do today is to share a few tips on how to stay emotionally well. So we're not going to deal with the mental wellness of it, but it works together, but it's not the same. Again, mental health is how well your mind processes and understands information and experiences, okay? But emotional wellness, what I work on and what I specialize in, is the ability to manage and express the emotions that arise from what you have learned and experienced, okay? Now I do a thing called Take Time for 10, and all you need is just 10 minutes, because sometimes we get busy as parents, spouses, we get so busy with things that we don't have time to just stop and pause. But in order to keep healthy emotions, you must incorporate that time, okay? So first, what can 10 minutes do? All right, first let's talk about regulating your emotions. It's very important we practice emotion regulation. What is emotional regulation? So how can we practice regulating our emotions? You know, because emotions we all have emotions. We have good emotions, we have bad emotions, we have healthy, and we have non-healthy emotions. But when you're having one of those days where you want to kind of pop off and snap off at someone, and you're frustrated, you're overly worked, you're overly stressed, let's get in the habit of practicing emotional regulation. So how can we practice being regulated in our emotions? One, you can meditate. Meditation is very important. Just taking a pause. Again, take time for 10. Stop everything you're doing. Breathe in. Hold it as you're breathing in. Not going to be talking like I'm talking. Think about all the great things that's happening. Think about all your many blessings. Think about all the things you're going to accomplish. And as you release it, release all the negativity, all the frustration, everything that can be causing you to just be like overwhelmed or overworked. All right, that's the first step, meditating. Another way to regulate your emotions is journaling. It's good to just write how you feel sometimes. Sometimes you're kind of upset, you're mad, someone made you upset in line or on the road or at home, and just start writing it down. Write down how you're feeling. Because we have to, in order to have healthy emotions, we have to also be in tune with how we're feeling. The only way you can be emotionally healthy is by acknowledging and recognizing how you're really feeling. So don't lie to yourself and say, oh, I'm okay when you're not okay. At one time I had a life coach, a therapist, and she told me I was going through a situation. I said, well, it's okay. She said, stop. Don't say it's okay unless you really believe it's okay. Say it is what it is. Sometimes things happen and we're not happy with those things. Just learn how to say, hey, it is what it is. That don't mean you're accepting it like I'm going to just deal with it, but it means you're saying, hey, I acknowledge it is what it is, and now let me work on making it better. All right, so meditation, journaling, listening to music is also a good way to regulate your emotions. I like classical music. I enjoy, if you go onto YouTube and type in 432 hertz, that is soothing, soft music. Not only is it good, soft, it is relaxing, but it also raises up your vibrations. So in order to have really healthy emotions, you have to have high vibrations. And sometimes our vibrations are not so high, and that's okay. That's normal. We have to do things and learn how to do things to enhance and bring up our vibrations. So listen to music. Or like I said, I did, talk to a therapist. There's coaches, there's life counselors. So now if you have mental health issues, then you want to talk to a psychiatrist, because what they can do is give you some things to kind of help you out, sometimes medication. But if you're dealing with your emotions, hey, Desiree, thanks for watching. If you're dealing with your emotions, then dealing with a psychologist or just a life coach, talking to them, getting it out, that's very helpful. So all that's part of practicing regulating your emotions. Number 2, exercising. Miss Natasha Wilson yesterday, she was amazing with the exercise. The chair, it was just really good. I really enjoyed it. And that's another way to help have healthy emotions, exercising. Again, my thing is taking time for 10, because we all are busy. We're doing lots of things, and we can't always get an hour in or 30 minutes, but you'll be surprised. According to research, just 10 minutes of moderate, intense exercising can leave you with improved sleep, stress relief, and improved mood. Just 10 minutes, and that is research. That's a study. You can look that up. Research says in just 10 minutes of moderate exercise, it can leave you with improved sleep, stress relief, and improved mood. All right, so 10 minutes. It ain't an hour, it ain't 30 minutes, 10 minutes. And you know what? Exercise can be fun, like Miss Natasha was talking about yesterday. A good way to exercise is dancing. So if you don't want to do all the other stuff, just get up and dance. You know, put some music on, some happy music, and just dance for 10 minutes. Just dance for 10 minutes. Take a break. If you're at work and you need a break, you know, most breaks give you 10 minutes. Take that 10 minutes and just turn some music on and dance. All right, that's right. Ray says she likes meditation, to a little quiet time, listen to jazz music. Yeah, jazz music, gospel music. That's right. It helps boost up your endorphins, and it helps build up your mood. All right. So exercising, 10 minutes, dancing, walking, 10 minutes of walking. Not only is it helping you with your emotions, but it's also helping you with your health. So health and emotions all work together. So first, practicing emotional regulation. Regulation, sorry. Second, exercising. And third, strengthen your social connections. Now, that's important because we can't just connect with everybody socially. When you're in a funky mood and you don't feel like being bothered and you don't really have what it takes at that moment to deal with people or situations, it's important to have a good support team, some good friends, good family members that you can just talk to that's going to always be up high. So when you're down in the dump, you're like, dang, man. They be like, girl, you are so blessed. You got this, and this. And that they'll start talking to you on a higher level to help you come out of that slump. You're like, you know what, you're right. So the third is strengthening your social connections with people that are on a good foot. That's positive, not the negative woe is me. When you talk to someone like, well, I'm this, and they're like, yeah, girl, you know, me too. No, talk to somebody on a level. Have someone in your corner that when you're having one of those not so good moments in your emotions, that they can help you level up in your emotions. Spend time with positive people. Again, that's very important. Positive people. And sometimes I don't understand it, but I know people that do it and it helps them. I don't understand it, and I really don't want to understand it. But sometimes you have to take away and don't be on social media. I guess I'm not only enough to really understand, but sometimes you have to take a break, take a pause from the social media. So that's, again, strengthen your social connections. Get to some, meditation, some gospel music, some good teachings, some motivational speeches. They have a lot of free motivational speeches on YouTube from Tyler Perry, from Oprah Winfrey, different people. They have different motivational speeches that can help you, all right, in that connecting socially. All right. And this right here is this fourth step is very, 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 very important. And that is being mindful. It's important to be mindful. And that's where that meditation comes in. Knowing how you're feeling, knowing when you're not feeling good, knowing when you're not happy, knowing when things just not working good for you. Being in tune with that, being mindful, and sometimes you have to stop. And that's, again, where the take time for 10 comes in, that to stop. That, reflect, redefine, and restart. Sometimes we have to do a hard reset like they do with computers. Just turn it off. Go somewhere in a quiet spot and just turn everything off. Just turn off the noise, even the talk. Turn the chatter off in your head. Be mindful. And when you're stopped, sometimes you can recognize why you're upset, why you're angry, frustrated. So sometimes when you get in that mode of frustration and that anger, you have to just stop. Just pause. Just stop and pause and say, okay, I'm really mad. I want to choke somebody right now. I'm really mad. I want to just start screaming. I'm really mad. I want to just throw things away. Just stop. When you get to that point of just like that elevated point of no return, it seems, just push pause, be quiet, and stop. That's that taking time for 10. Yes, ma'am, Miss Angela. Take time for 10. That's so important because 10 minutes is easy. You can get 10 minutes in. 10 minutes goes by just like that. It don't take a whole lot for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. In turn, sometimes you have to make, sometimes you, as women, we have to make everything work for us, so sometimes you can't just stop what you're doing and just stop. You have to just turn something good, like cleaning up the house. Make cleaning up a household chore, a 10-minute fun situation. Turn it into washing them dishes and dancing, or sweeping the floor and vacuuming. However you gotta do it, make it fun. Get in that silly giddy mode of, okay, I'm not gonna let it get me down. Have that Mary J. Blige, Just Fine. Just Fine. Just play that song. Google or YouTube, Just Fine by Mary J. Blige, and that'll get you going. get your blood pumping, and it gets you in a different mindset. All right, and the fifth and last step for healthy emotions practice is getting quality. Now, I'm guilty. Quality sleep. Quality sleep is so important because when you don't sleep and you overwork, it makes your mood a little not so nice. That nice, nasty mood. And you can't be as productive with lack of sleep as you can when you're actually getting your rest. And not only that, but if you're trying to lose weight, you have to sleep. Sleeping is very, 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 very important. And not just sleeping, but resting. Okay, so it's a difference between close your eyes, go to sleep. Because sometimes if you're like me, I can sleep standing up. I mean, if I get tired enough, I can just sleep anywhere. But set your mode. I'm about ambiance and mood setting. So set your bedroom as a place where you can just relax. Some people don't have TVs in their bedrooms. Now we have one in ours, but I don't like it. But set the mood where you have the right curtains, the right coloring. I mean, you can get into real deep with it. They'll have an interior decorator tell you how to have the right paint on the wall. Yes, we all need to work on resting. But that rest is so freaking important. That's like more important than all the rest almost, because without the rest, we hold on to the way, like you were saying yesterday about the eating. You have to rest because it tells your body, hey, I'm relaxed. You allow your body to just chill and regroup. Like when you're on a computer at work, you have to turn it off so it can reset, so all the functions can reset on the computer. Same thing with rest. When we sleep and when we're resting and sleeping, our body is reprogramming, regrouping, rebuilding. That's how healing takes place. Sleeping, healing, mind regulation, all that in resting. It comes in resting. Resting is so, so, so important. Back to what I was saying about the changing the atmosphere, the ambiance, making it where you can have darkness in the room. Like when it's time to go to bed, darkness. And I have like eye masks. So if you're interested, just let me know, eugenievet.com or inbox me. But the eye masks, they're good for people that have a hard time with just like maybe if you work at night, you need to sleep in the daytime, you have a hard time sleeping. And just that eye mask itself can just help you just be like, okay, it's dark. All right, I'm Eugenie Vet. I thank you all for the time. I'm not going to hold you longer. I just want to give you those few tips and just tell you to make sure that you stay emotionally well, because that's important. When you're emotionally well, you're not so quick to pop off. You're more understanding. You're more forgiving. Equipping yourself. That's all emotional wellness is. Just getting yourself ready. So when people come at you sideways, you can be like, oh, okay. You're not so quick. You'll be more, I say I'm proactive and not reactive. You'll be more proactive and not reactive. Okay. But yeah, just getting some rest. That's all. So I thank the Shio District for the opportunity to be on this live. Again, I thank you all for watching, whether it's the replay or watching me live right now. I thank you for, like I said, the opportunity. And give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to release the past. So when you work on your emotions, it'll give you what you need to let go of some things. Let some stuff go. But when you don't have a healthy emotion state, then you hold on to things, you harbor things, and you're not as happy. You're kind of grumpy. So don't be grumpy. Let's be happy and healthy. We're beautiful women. We're beautiful queens. And we got a lot to accomplish. The only way we're going to be able to accomplish it properly is by being whole emotionally. Right? And learn how to affirm yourself. I have an affirmation. And as I close out, we'll do affirmation. So if you want to start doing this, practicing affirming yourself, that's part of helping your emotions. Practice working on puzzles. I mean, if you need to just get some quiet time, work on a puzzle. Like go buy a puzzle, a cheap puzzle from Dollar Tree. Put a puzzle together. That's a good way to have that 10 minutes of relaxation. Work on a crossword puzzle. Color. You know, that's stress relieving. Color, painting. I have some baskets coming out called Just Because baskets. And in that basket, I have some goodies in there. And one of the goodies is a canvas and some paint. And it's just a good way to stress relief. And that's just helping you have healthy emotions, because we're going to have emotions. That's part of life. You have to just make in your mind you're going to have healthy emotions or unhealthy emotions. So let's choose to have healthy emotions, all right? Because healthy emotions make you be better in life, more productive. All right, so we're going to close out with my EY affirmation. And what I encourage you to do is please write your own affirmation. If you haven't already done it, most people now are into affirmations and vision boards and all that. So I'm, telling you something that you're already probably doing. If you're not doing it, try it out. And with affirmations, you can do it any way you choose. It's up to you how you choose it. So with me, I wrote this affirmation. Well, God gave me this at one of my conferences, and every conference I do, I read the affirmation, I read the emotional cleansing prayer. And it goes like this. I am fearfully and wonderfully made in God's divine image. I am an original, and I am the only one. You are the only one that can do what God has created you to do. All right? I am amazing, and I am a person that's worthy of love, true happiness, and prosperity. I and you are grateful, and I have favor, and you have favor with God and man. Everything we touch, ladies, everything we touch, queens, is blessed by God to flourish and to grow. So how do we get this stuff to flourish and to grow? We have to have healthy emotions. And healthy emotions with healthy bodies is all working together. And healthy financial, healthy banking accounts. So all that works together, okay? I am a positive ball. We are a positive ball of energy. And we are on fire, gosh, with the joy of the Lord. We are life changers, and we are obedient to God's will for our life. And he wants us to be healthy and happy. He wants us to have healthy emotions so we can give him the glory through our behavior. So when you have healthy emotions, your behavior reflects his glory. And people are like, I want to be like that. So I'm Eugenie Yvette. If you want to reach out to me for some of the material, I'll be glad to give you a copy. If you need some meditation material, I have a guided meditation CD 1 and 2, and I'm working on a guided meditation, a step to emotional wellness guide right now. Just let me know. We have emotional cleansing candles if you need something to help you breathe in and breathe out. All right. Thanks again for your time. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday and a fabulous rest of the week. Know that you are bosses and you are life changers. I'm Eugenie Yvette, and thanks again for this time.